Somebody come get 'em. They're too old for TikTok.
Hello, and welcome to Too Old for TikTok. We have a really special episode today, mostly because Catalina's sitting outside in winter gear in Austin, Texas. So she's reporting live. If you hear any wind this episode, I'm going to try to edit around it, but she's podcasting from the outdoors.
I'm sorry. I forgot that there's a time difference because I'm so used to being in Ohio. We made a time. I was planning on I was going to be fully indoors, not in my unhoused child outfit that I'm currently wearing. And yeah, Dina was like, "Are you logging on?" And I was like, "Oh no,
Oops.
It's a different time." So here
That's
I am.
okay.
It's fine. It's going to add some texture to the conversation.
Yeah, and there's so much going on TikTok, so we have a lot to get to. But first, we have a very important update from Catalina
Huge
about
news.
her ADHD diagnosis. Please share with us.
So I found out that I'm completely neurotypical and not have ADHD at all.
If anyone believes that, they are very gullible. We'll say that.
So yes, as it turns out, I have every category you could possibly have.
Of ADHD. I believe you did send me the report. I read most of it.
It's so
It did
long.
categorize you as severely ADHD.
Okay,
It
when
said
I was
severe
reading the report,
a number of times.
Okay, when I was reading the report and I was like, severe, does it? And the woman was like, it doesn't mean you have a severe case. It means
Right.
that you have every symptom.
Yeah.
So if you had mild, it would mean like, oh, can you hear the wind? I feel the wind.
Yeah,
That's why
it's
I'm
okay.
asking.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
y'all. I'm outside. So you can have mild, which is like some symptoms, moderate, which is some symptoms, and then severe is every symptom. And that's what I have the pleasure of having.
Congratulations. I feel like that's truly an honor and very special.
Yeah.
But I'm really upset because we had discussed this grand reveal that we had concocted for you to do, and it didn't work out.
I know. So I'll tell you all that my plan was to get a cameo of someone announcing my diagnosis. And I thought it'd be like very funny, haha. I've gotten a cameo before from Spencer Pratt and it was amazing.
So good.
But the problem was I didn't really want to spend that much money on the cameo. So first I wanted to get Jules from TikTok, the very demure lady, but hers was $70, and I was like, I don't know if this is worth $70. Like, I'm on a budget. And so then I was like, okay, I need to go lower than $70. The thing with Cameo is that there are so many people you've never heard of on Cameo.
Oh, yeah.
So if
yeah.
you put the price too low, you're like, I don't know who any of these jabronis are. I found William Hung of She Bangs fame and also American Idol
early 2000s,
circa 100 years ago. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this will be good. Like, people know who William Hung is. He's only charging $30. So
That's a steal.
Right. Well, whatever. So then I put the directions in. I'm like, please tell my friends that I was diagnosed with ADHD.
Severe ADHD.
Parentheses, severe. And I think I said something about, I don't know, like, we're celebrating, whatever.
We're celebrating.
He fucking rejected my request. It doesn't align
Yeah.
with his brand, which I have to say is rude.
I also think it's rude, but I do get it because if you post it on TikTok and he's kind of like shedding light at people with ADHD, people would come after him.
Well,
but still.
But do you think that people I don't know. I think it could be funny. It's not funny if you have cancer, but if you had I'm sure they get requests like that all the time.
Yeah, I've seen some of the housewives. I think it was Teresa, one of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, did one to say that someone had an STD.
Yeah.
There's ridiculous requests.
So it's up to the talent. And
Right.
the talent did not want to tell people I had ADHD.
Denied. So in a very anticlimactic fashion, Catalina announced it on our group chat and sent a 5,000-page report to us.
Did you enjoy the report?
I did enjoy the report. I would say I wasn't surprised by anything except for that it commented on what you were wearing and it said you were dressed in casual attire.
Yeah, I said I was casually
which I thought was
dressed.
interesting. Yeah.
Like, who shows up to like an ADHD screening with a business suit?
Yeah, like if you were wearing something else, would they have said business attire? Would they have said a ball gown? If you were wearing a ball gown, what does that matter?
I think maybe it's supposed to, like, it's in doctor's reports where they'll be like, they appeared, what was it, like, well, not new, like when you have like, well, not well fed, but like,
yeah,
you have nutrients. I don't know. There was a
right,
term.
or clean clothes or something.
It's like they want
things
to.
aren't
They're like commenting on
ripped.
like your mental health and your physical
Right.
health.
I guess that makes sense.
So I wasn't dressed in like a clown suit. I was dressed in casual attire and I was alert. That's what they always say in the regular doctor's reports. Like, oh yes,
Right, it
alert
appears
and
alert,
well
yeah.
nourished.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Okay.
so that was the update. I also need to thank Amanda. Don't know if she listens to the pod, but probably not. But thanks to her, Dina's friend on the bachelorette trip, for looking at me and going, "Do you have ADHD?" And me being like, "What? This girl?" But she was right. She really called it.
Yeah.
And no one was surprised.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you, and I hope this takes you on a lovely journey of dealing with it.
Yeah, I get to microdose meth now. What's not to love? I just look forward to in the future when we talk, like, when people are like, oh yeah, they used to like bloodlet with leeches. Like when people in the future are like, yeah, for ADHD, which like now we've decided is not actually, like something else we've realized is what was really going on. But we used to just give people like very small doses of performance enhancing drugs and it was great.
Well, I'm happy to see where this takes you.
Yeah,
But
watch out, world.
you are very high functioning. Like, you have a job that you're good at. Like, you have a lot of friends. So it'll be interesting to see how it changes your life. Like, I'm sure it'll make it easier because you do jump from one thing to another, and maybe this will have you focus. So I feel like you'll just be this crazy performer now and outperform everyone.
This is what I said because part of the diagnosis is you have to take these IQ tests, and the way they can tell you have ADHD if there's like large discrepancies between parts of your IQ test. But the thing is, for my large discrepancies, I just tested as average. And so I was like, during the appointment, I was like, they had to give me a handicap. They knew I'd be too powerful.
Oh my god.
But
It's
now,
like golf, getting a
watch
handicap
out.
on golf.
I'm going to be too powerful.
Watch out, world.
Watch out, world, what happens. You'll see.
All right.
We got to talk about TikTok.
So there's no good way to really transition to this next topic, but it is about TikTok and is such a large part in my life.
Emphasis on
Not-
large.
Emphasis on large, yes. Our friend really turned us on, and us being me and Ashley, friend of the
Stop
pod.
using like sexual phrases for this introduction.
Well,
She really
it
turned us
fits.
on.
To a creator on TikTok named Girthmaster. 2 R's at the end of master. And Girthmaster's TikTok, it's PG, but you just know he has a large, thick penis. So he seems like this sweet
It's
guy. He's very
girthy.
tall. Yeah. His TikTok videos are entertaining. They're funny. Ingy tells us Girthmaster is coming to New York. He lives in Australia. So Ingy's dream is to meet Girthmaster. And me and Ashley are like, of course we'll go with you. This seems so fun. Little did I know, but I learned his meet and greet was at a porn event for the Brazzers, which is a porn site. So it's Girthmaster and 4 women porn stars.
The
at this meet and
Brazzers.
greet.
I think it's called
Yeah, or
Brazzers. Whatever.
Brazzers,
Actually, I don't
Brazzers.
know.
See,
I think it's
what do I
Brazzer,
know?
Whatever.
So we line up this past Sunday.
Wait, where was
And
the event exactly? Like in the city?
It was a pop-up shop. So they were selling merch, the Brazzers merch, and it was a pop-up in like Soho or Lower East Side. So there was a line. So we line up. The line is all sketchy looking men just waiting to see these porn star women, which is kind of creepy. One man in line turned to us. He's like, "Are you guys here to see Angela?" We're like, "No, who's Angela?" He's like, "Oh, well, who are you here to see?" And we said, "Girthmaster." He said, "Well, I'm here to see Angela. I came yesterday and I didn't get to see her, so they told me to come back." So, that's the type of crowd it was. We also had, we did highbrow, lowbrow. We had this afternoon tea planned for later in the day that we had to get to.
Also, Dina's 8 months pregnant, waiting in line at a porn meet and greet.
We also tried so hard because people were like, videotaping and filming. We really tried hard to cover ourselves, but we might end up on a porn site waiting in line for this. So we had to leave the line. It was like after an hour and 20 minutes, we had to go to tea. So we passed by the front, and I said, let me just ask the security guard. Like, no one is here to see Girthmaster. He's probably lonely. Like, let's just see if we can get
Well, he's
to
not
meet
lonely.
him.
He's with 4 female porn stars.
Yeah, true. And see, if we can make Ingie's dreams come true. I asked the security guard. He says, you know what? Let me see what I can do. He goes back to the back, and he brings Girthmaster outside, and we hang out with him for like 5-10 minutes, and we took pictures with him. Most lovely man.
Did you comment on like your pregnancy at all?
I didn't, but I saw he posted on his Instagram today that there was a 6-month pregnant woman that came to see him.
Wow.
And she did a whole thing about like being pregnant, but I didn't. It wasn't really my time to shine. I just,
You wanted to
I
give
just was
Ingie
happy
the
to meet
floor.
him. Yeah, and we were all having a good time, got pictures. He was telling us about his time in New York, how he was having so much fun. And he was saying that the day before he was actually hanging out more outside. It wasn't raining. The day we went, it was raining because he realized the girls who came and like saw the line of all men would be sort of sketched out and not want to wait. So they wouldn't get to see him. So he was kind of just, he had sympathy for the women, basically.
Yes.
So what a gentleman, nice guy, happy to see him. Someone made a joke that he was wearing pleated pants to cover it helps cover his thing.
I actually was looking at his outfit and I was like, that's
Yeah.
an interesting outfit, but I guess like what do you wear?
I don't
You know?
He was
He
tall.
looked very
He was tall.
formal.
Yeah, it was a big meet and greet for him. And we met and we greeted. We took photos and our dreams are now fulfilled.
Did you get an autograph?
No, I didn't. What am I going to do with an autograph? Just pictures are better.
That's true. Yeah. No, I mean, I guess people who go to meet and greets get autographs frequently. Do you hear this
Yeah.
like construction?
I actually don't.
Oh, okay, good, because it's really loud.
So everyone go follow Girthmaster on TikTok and enjoy his content.
Yeah, and if you want to follow him on, I also was trying to like look him up yesterday, like to find out, a visual for the girth. And I was Googling on Incognito because my friend told me, he was like, make sure you look on Incognito because if you don't, you're going to get ads now and you're going to be like teaching in class and you're going to have a YouTube ad for Girthmaster. So like,
It's so true.
so I thanked
Good
him for that because
point.
I was like, why do I care? Like, why does it matter? And he was like, no, because you're going to get ads. So word to the wise, if you're Googling Girthmaster, do it in Incognito so you don't get pop-up ads when you're doing a presentation.
Yes, good point there.
Shall we talk about
Okay.
the latest?
Let's talk about the latest on TikTok, which is a creator named Nikaylee Monroe. And she is experimenting to see who will help her by creating this story and saying, I have a baby at home and we need formula. We don't have the means to buy it, so who can help? So she's calling churches and mosques mostly. This video here is when she calls a church, and it's one that will actually help her. It's a church in Kentucky, but she's found out that most churches are not willing to help.
I am calling your church to test to see if they are willing to help feed a hungry baby. So far, I've already called 2 churches. Neither one of them were willing to help feed a baby. And honestly, I'm not even a church. And if somebody called me needing to feed a baby, I wouldn't just hang up the phone. I would find them a resource and get them formula for their baby. So now I'm calling Heritage Hope Church of God in Somerset, Kentucky. And it says that they are the oldest continuing church of God in the state of Kentucky. And over the course of the past 109 years, we've been a part of the spiritual landscape in Somerset. So let's see if they're willing to help feed a hungry baby.
Heritage Hope Church of God.
Hi, I was wanting to see if you all could help at all. I have a 2-month-old baby and I ran out of formula last night. I was wanting to see if y'all could help with formula.
Let me see. Give me your name and number.
My name is Nikaylee, or just Callie, and then my number is
7777.
yes,
It's Kylie. What's the last name, ma'am?
Monroe, Monroe.
Okay. Now what exactly are you needing?
I just need the Good Start formula.
Okay. So how much do you need? I need to know about that.
I think it's maybe $17 at Walmart. I mean, if y'all could just get the formula, I could pick it up or have somebody come get it.
Well, I'm an officer. I never myself, and I'll see if I can get somebody to do this.
Okay.
We can do this. I'll just see. Tell me what it is it's called in case I have to go get it, because I'm a great grandpa. I'm not used to being a farmer. Okay. What's it called?
Good Start.
Good Start. And
Sir. Sir.
It's for infants.
Yes, sir.
Infants formulas, any flavor, anything to it, or just?
No, sir. Hey, can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Hey, okay, I'm actually just testing churches to see which ones would actually help the community, and you just touched my heart. And I just want you to know that you are an amazing person. So that's the formula, but I don't need it. I just wanted to see if you were willing to help. And I just wanted to let you know that you touched me today, that you were actually willing to help or find the help.
Even I'm right now thinking interned in my church. My people won't ask for anything. They won't ask me or tell me nothing. And as a rule, most of my people have been blessed. But the ones that are struggling won't tell me.
Yeah, so a lot of the comments are saying, like, this is, this is a family member of mine, or I belong to this church. It's great. They always offer to help, and it's wonderful. But a lot of the other videos are churches just saying, nope, we're not helping. Sorry. The findings have been that all the mosques have offered to help and said, okay, like, we'll get you baby formula. It's just a very interesting experiment.
Right. I wonder, is it a resources thing? Is it just like that they've run out?
I thought religious things were supposed to be helpful. I think that's the point.
There's been a development, Dina.
What's going on?
Yes, I'm now podcasting while looking at a Cybertruck. This is really beautiful. This is a really beautiful moment for me to just be like standing here with this Cybertruck. I've never seen inside a Cybertruck like this. Okay, anyway. Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that mosques are providing services. I don't know what to say about this, frankly.
People are really getting a look at organized religion and saying Christians are supposed to be helpful. And just humanity. In terms of, forget religion, like as a human species, like, well, people need empathy. They should help a mom who needs formula for their baby.
How many churches did she call?
I don't know what she's up to now. I don't have the latest figures, but it's a lot.
Oh, so she's doing like a comprehensive review.
Yeah, I don't comprehensive, how many, 20? I don't actually know the number now.
Well, also frequently there's not necessarily the church, but often there are centers or like community centers that are sponsored by churches but aren't the church itself. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like a lot of resources. I know from working in like volunteering with like refugees and people getting out of detention centers, there are certain organizations that are affiliated with some sort of like Catholic church. I think Catholic churches tend to do a lot of philanthropy. So it could also be the type of, there's so many different types of Christian churches, but I know that like in Catholicism, especially like the Jesuits, there's a lot about like helping others. So if you were to call like a Jesuit church, I think that your response might be different than if you were to call like a random evangelical church. But I don't know. I can't say. I'm not calling churches on the regular.
I think this is also a commentary on a lot of pro-life people who are saying you have these babies, but then also the same people who are pro-life are not helping these babies if they are in need of help. So it's definitely a commentary on a lot of political things going on, which I think is a really interesting way to use TikTok to kind of
speak on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, shall we move on to my For You page? TikTok made me real happy this week because I saved $60 from learning about something on TikTok.
Ooh.
So, yeah, $60 is no joke, and it was very easy to do. So I have YouTube TV. I'm a subscriber, and they just lost ABC and ESPN because they couldn't reach an agreement with them. So the creator, Crazy Cactus Lady 98, told me a little hack to get $60 off.
If you're a YouTube TV subscriber and you're mad because you can't watch College Game Day or ESPN or ABC and watching Dance with the Stars, go into your membership right now and go into settings and then manage your base plan. And if you go click on that, it'll bring up a little like snippet that says that you can get $10 off for the next 6 months. So it's only $73 instead of $83 a month plus tax. So if you are mad but you want to stick it out, but you are cheap like me, go check that out before they take it down or only are doing it for so many people run.
So yeah, it was just a matter of like clicking some buttons. You have to be on a desktop computer. You can't do it on your phone if anyone else needs
Is
to
it
do
$60
this.
monthly or $60 just?
No, it's $10 a month for 6 months.
Okay.
So it'll end up being $60.
That's great. Mazel tov.
Love saving money.
I love coupons.
Yes. Next is a video that really speaks to me, especially as a pregnant lady in NYC. It's by Matt Belisai.
Move out of my fucking way. We are seeing unprecedented levels of people who are in my fucking way. Like epidemic levels. It's getting worse and worse. The data is showing week over week, more and more people are getting in my fucking way. It's part of a larger pandemic of people who have, I think I'm the only person in the world, disease. And apparently it's fucking infectious because more and more people every goddamn day are in my way. Just skyrocketing numbers of people who are standing in front of the elevator doors when they open. Move! Why are you there? I just got back from Trader Joe's, which is where they invented getting in the way. There are new ways of getting in the way that you don't understand until you go to a Trader Joe's and try to shop. Why are you stopping in the middle of the grocery store instead of pulling to the side of the aisle so that people can fucking pass you? Move! Get your ass out of my way. Because you're blocking everything. Like, why are you standing with your full beaver resting on the coffee shop counter when you know damn well your order's not ready yet?
I feel this on a deep level walking on the sidewalk. I also don't think I walk in a particularly straight line anymore as someone who's pregnant. Like, I kind of waddle. So I get that I might be in other people's way. But just get out of my way. You see I have a large stomach. Move over.
I
It's
saw
so hideous.
a very funny TikTok recently of a girl talking about how she saw like a kindergarten class practicing walking in New York.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
It's so cute. They take like there must be 4-year-olds. They take them outside to show the street signs
And, like, the
And they have
Target.
like these exactly and show them how to walk. We need adult classes for certain people like that.
I think it really depends on as well where you are located, how bad the walking gets, because there's the
Yeah.
people who are walking who are just kind of like looking up, who are just touring around, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, New York is a city where people get real mad about walking. I mean, it's because road rage is turned into pedestrian rage.
Exactly. When I'm getting on a subway, no one's getting out of my way. I think I need a stick in addition to my big belly to just say, move out
Get
the
out
way.
of
I
my
don't know
way.
when
Sidewalk
even-
rage.
I guess before I was pregnant, I wasn't as upset if someone would like brush up against me, like a shoulder to shoulder, if it would be tight. But like, I just don't want even like a little touch next to me. I don't want it.
No, yeah, you're probably particularly concerned about your personal space at the moment.
I am.
And that's your right.
It is my right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe I should just live in a bubble for the next month and a half.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
What else?
Okay, next is a video that complains about toilets, and I completely agree with this creator, Chris Ailey Comedy.
Whoever invented that new way to flush a toilet, where it's like those two buttons at the top of the bowl and you gotta put your finger in that dirty ass divot, I want them in prison for the rest of their life. There was nothing wrong with the handle. The handle is perfect. I understand that the two buttons, it saves water, but I gotta finger the toilet? Ew.
I think it's European. I think the button is European.
I don't know, because I went shopping for new toilets recently for a new apartment, and once I saw there was a button on top, I said, oh, absolutely not going to get that toilet. It needs a lever. I love pulling down a lever, very old school.
Now I'm trying to remember if my toilet at home is a button or a lever. I feel like it might be a button. And I feel like I always press the wrong button.
Right, because one is
poop and one is pee.
And a lot of the comments agreed, saying, especially if you had long acrylic nails, you just have to shove like your nail or finger down. It's just so gross.
Oh no, you know what? I do have a button, and I know this because this is going to be really fun for the listeners. We have like a weird toilet noise that happens when our toilet flushes, and it's like, and I was like, what is that about? And then we learned it has to do with some sort of fan. It doesn't actually matter. It's just like a noise thing. Nothing is wrong. But the reason I know it's a button is because I feel like when I press one of the buttons, it's worse than the other button.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
That noise would be scary to me.
Oh, the Cybertruck is leaving. Goodbye, Cybertruck. It is so. This past weekend at this wedding that I attended, we were picked up in a Tesla Uber, and the Uber driver used to work for Tesla. I don't know what he did for them, but he said he wanted a Cybertruck, and I was like, this is the first person I've ever met who said they wanted a Cybertruck. But then he was talking about how he hated Tesla, and then we got further into the conversation, and I was like, Cybertrucks blow up. Like, why would you want a car that blows up?
Also, apparently, I do know one of my parents' friends wanted a Cybertruck, and they didn't get one because the insurance is astronomically more expensive than a regular car.
It seems not great.
Seems not smart.
I also learned, and I'm sorry, then we can move on, that they have Waymo in Austin now, but the Waymos
the
aren't
self-driving.
They're not allowed on the highway. So my friends told me they took a Waymo and it took like 3 times the amount of time.
Jeez, that's insane. Okay, what's on your For You page, Catalina?
All right, very little is on my For You page because I've been very, as we know, occupied. I'm doing my book tour. I'm attending weddings. I'm going to a conference. All these. I'm getting diagnosed with ADHD. William Hung is rejecting my Cameo requests. All of this to say, I haven't really had a lot of time to be scrolling that much on TikTok, but I did see this one that I really enjoyed, and also Dina has seen it as well.
Yeah.
The creator is I'm Kyle Thorne, and he's at a Chili's drinking the Wicked beverages.
I'm in Chili's right now. I got the Glinda Margarita. Look, it comes with this cute little thing. Okay, honest review, after I've had it a couple times, had a couple sips. This one is phenomenal. You've got the high-end taste with the low-end sugar. You've got everything in between. You've got the color, the aesthetic. Could it be any better? No, it couldn't be. Moving on to the alphabet. You've got this beautiful green color. You've got this cute little witch's hat with the little broom. It's so cute, okay? Period, boots, sleigh. This one is very apple-y. A little more syrupy, if you will. Definitely still a top 10 contender, okay? We're giving her grace. If I was to give a rating between these two, I would go for the pink, because it's just freaking cute. Would go for the green if you like a little more sugar, okay? A little more pizzazz. And that's on period.
I also saw in the comments that I guess another video of his was going around. I didn't have time to look into it, of him after drinking all the Wicked beverages.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. How is
like,
he feeling?
He was very hungover. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, they look very sugary.
Those colors are not of this earth.
No. I like that I'm getting a lot of Wicked content again because it's the month where Wicked Part 2 comes out. We need to plan if we're going to see that together, Catalina.
I feel like you're probably going to see it without me because also by the time I get to New York, you're going to have a newborn baby.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to December
it's okay.
also. I'm
you
going
can
to see it in
without
November.
Me. You are hereby released.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I've been seeing there's other drinks that are Wicked branded. There's a place in New York where it's matcha and rose, so it's green and pink, and it has Wicked on it. So I'm loving all the collabs again. And if I went to Chili's and I wasn't pregnant, of course, I would try these drinks.
I wonder if they have non-alcoholic
See, that wouldn't even be worth it to me. It'd just be like drinking sugar.
Yesterday I had a very bad experience with not like a flavor in a beverage, and I feel like I like the image. I would love to do it for the gag and like for the bit.
Yeah.
But I don't actually think I would like the flavor, and I don't think I would get past like 2 sips.
I could chug it probably. And I like sweet things, but
I like sweet things, but I don't like the like flavor, the like sucralose flavor, and that sometimes.
You know what though? At Chili's, if you're getting a triple dipper and you got the mott sticks and you got all the other fried stuff, the salty and sweet, that's a good combo.
I'm literally
now
vomiting.
I want to go to Chili's.
I'm vomiting. Like I can't believe that made you hungry, and that makes me want to die.
It did. Well, perfect transition to our food section on TikTok. We have a creator named Dr. Rabun Hinged.
This is a fat bitch alert. This is a fat bitch alert. Trader Joe's. Cornbread crisp, baby. If cornbread gave birth to a chip, my God. Lydia Boshanda. Ooh. Lydia Boshanda. Handidiosi. And shit. Wait, y'all. Cornbread.
So these TG's cornbread crisps they look really good. And I actually went to Trader Joe's this past Friday, and Ben's cousin recommended I get stuffing flavored chips, which are really good, very Thanksgiving themed. I also found that they had pumpkin ravioli, which I'm gonna make tonight. So TJ's has some great little gems.
TJ's always is bringing it with their like bespoke items, but I gotta say something. I've been reflecting on this because, you know, I used to live in Texas. I have lived in other parts of the world, traveled a lot. The Texas grocery stores are just so much better than the other grocery stores in this country. They are so good. Even the worst one is good.
What's the brand that you like? Yeah.
So H-E-B is the Texas
H-E-B,
brand.
yeah.
H-E-B.
Yeah, we don't get that in New York.
No, it's only Texas.
Yeah.
There, I went to, and no hate to kosher, but I went to the kosher H-E-B by accident because it's the one near where my friends live, and frankly, worst H-E-B I've ever been to because it was very confusing because everything was like in weird sections, obviously, and also they like didn't have some of the best stuff. They didn't have like a big bakery section. Like, well, it wasn't just the kosher part; it was also because they had non-kosher items. It was just like not a good H-E-B. Still, the better than any Kroger I've ever been to in my entire life.
Yeah, we don't have Kroger either. But what about here? You know which one I love? Which I do need to go to the new Wegmans in Astor Place. So I like a Wegmans. I love
is
a
garbage
Stu
compared
Leonard's.
to H-E-B. Stu Leonard's?
What about Stu Leonard's?
Okay, so Stu Leonard's is from Connecticut, but it's not from near where I grew up. And my parents were like weird about it. My dad like didn't like it. I don't know why.
I've only been once and I loved it.
I think there were just like too many animatronics there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little creepy.
I mean, I think Stu Leonard's is a fun experience. I don't know if I'd want to like have to go to a dancing Chiquita banana store every time I'm trying to get like milk.
I saw a TikTok of a girl saying that she only goes during this season because it's appropriate to have all the animatronics like dancing around in holiday season.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Well, I used to love grocery shopping, and I realized the reason I loved grocery shopping is because I would go to like the best grocery stores. I was also very particular. Like there's certain H-E-Bs I wouldn't go to because like people are getting stabbed there. So I would go to like the nice H-E-B, or I would go to Central Market, which is like Whole Foods but H-E-B brand. Also, Whole Foods is from Austin.
I don't like the Whole Foods in New York though because they're too small, so it's always a chaotic experience. So I don't love that.
There was a Trader Joe's in Austin. I remember when Trader Joe's came to Austin, I was very happy because that used to be kind of like on the coasts only. And they have this Texas grocery store called Fiesta, which is like Hispanic, mostly Mexican, but like all sorts. And I remember, I think that the Fiesta, I think they redid it inside. It's like so nice, so large, so clean. Everything's amazing. Tortillas, like produce, whatever. Anyway, made me really upset, and I hate grocery shopping in Ohio, and I just order Instacart because I don't like going to the grocery store.
Yeah, the user experience is so important.
Yeah. So, Texas, please export H-E-B, but don't ruin it with like VC funds. Don't Blake Street our H-E-B. They're never gonna. Okay. It's like a Texas thing. Anyway, well, we can move on, but I could talk for 800 hours about supermarkets.
This. Okay, for drama on TikTok this week, we have the New York City Marathon, which happened recently, and there's drama about bib number. So the creator who's been posting is Just Jules It. This is a longer video, so I'll only play part of it.
Grab a snack, grab a drink, grab what you need because we are settling Bibgate once and for all. I think the first order of business is to clarify what I meant when I said he stole my bib numbers. I said he stole the numbers, not the actual physical bib. I have the actual physical bib with the trackers on it, which is the legitimate bib. And this is what the actual bib should look like. And this is what it looks like when he stole the numbers off of my bib. Clearly, this has been done on a piece of printer paper.
At the end of the day, this man copied her number and printed out a bib. So it had the same number, but bibs have chips on them, so it didn't register. But he was able to get in, which is such a security problem because the Start Village has so much security and you could only get around if you show your bib. So the fact that he got through security is very bizarre.
Well, he probably started running past that, no? Like, he probably didn't start.
No.
He started at the start? Because I feel like you could run onto the course.
He ran the whole thing.
But you can run onto the course.
That's a good point. I think he ran the whole thing, but that's a very good point. I'm not sure.
If you just run onto the course, like, right after the start line.
Well, no, you're not getting to Staten Island, but yeah, some point in Brooklyn, you just run
pop on.
And you have a fake bib. Yeah, no one's going to check that. Who knows? But this man is a moron. You can't be copying people's bibs and then putting it on social media. That's so
rude.
Weird.
I think I'm going to go to the Boston Marathon this year.
Well, that's fun. I've never seen the Boston Marathon in person. Yeah. Fun.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, last but not least, in our New York City section, we have a video by Surya_Garg.
This might be too niche New York girl, but there are very few feelings, to me at least, that compare to when you've had scaffolding on your block for a really, really long time, and then one day you come outside and it's gone. I've literally had scaffolding on my building for I think 3 years. I forgot what the block that I live on looked like. And it's gone. And it's so pretty. And I'm so happy.
I agree with this with scaffolding. Sometimes streets look so different after scaffolding is up. But the one thing I'll disagree with, sometimes I like scaffolding. If it's the winter or a rainy season, then I'm protected. And the scaffold is not letting me get wet. So, catch-22.
I am always sort of thrown off when things are abruptly changed, like the scaffolding goes away, or something that I've noticed since I've been here in Austin is this one street. So like many Texas and American cities, it's just like freeways going through the downtown. And there's one main freeway called I-35 that now all of the frontage road, all of the buildings have been demolished. And
that's
it's
a jump
because
scare.
I'm pretty sure they did it through eminent domain, but they're just like building an additional lane to make the highway that goes through downtown bigger. Great. We could try a train, but whatever. We don't need that. We just need another lane. But what I was trying to do was remember what buildings had been there before. And that's it's like when you get so used to seeing something a certain way and then it suddenly changes. And that's the same with scaffolding. Like you get so used to the scaffolding, you don't remember what was under it. And then it's very bizarre when it's taken away.
Yeah. And then the sun comes through. It's crazy. You mentioned trains, and that just reminds me, my brother's in LA, and my mom was very nervous about all the TSA stuff. So her recommendation was to take an Amtrak from LA back to New York. I just
Pamela.
thought that was very funny.
Pamela, I know you're listening. Pamela, he doesn't have time for that.
No.
I actually think
he'll be fine.
I actually think that a train would take way more time than driving a car, only because we have such inefficient trains in the United States. Like you would have to take the train. And you would have to, I know for a fact that,
you'd have to go a weird route.
From Houston to New Orleans, which is, maybe 6 hours drive, 5 hour drive, whatever. The train is, 12 hours.
Yeah.
Because you have to go
anyway.
Ivan's flight was canceled today.
It's happening. It's a real thing.
It's happening.
Oh, well, I hope he can get home safely.
He was already rebooked. It's fine. He just has to sit at the airport for a long time.
Well, thank you everyone for listening. We will be back next week without Catalina. We will have Ashley, friend of the pod, co-hosting.
Can you imagine me trying to figure out a time zone change if I can't even handle an hour?
We've done it before and it hasn't worked out well. So enjoy your trip to Spain, Catalina.
Thank you. Enjoy Ashley. And I hope the listeners at home enjoy Ashley. But don't worry, I'll be back.
Bye.
Bye.